ferry system is getting back to normal, but the headaches of this past weekend are making people lose confidence in a system they have to rely on to get where they are going.
Fox 13's Matthew Smith is in Anacortes. Matt, sounds like some people were just getting back today.
I've been talking to both people that work out on the island and those who were riding in today. They say that it was still a mess if you had a vehicle and were trying to get off of the island today. Here's the problem. What does it actually look like moving forward? It's a familiar sight. Packed ferry runs. Each car counted one by one. On this day, Christine Yateman was the last one stopped.
It's unpredictable, and now I think it's worse than it was.
Christine is heading to the islands today, which means these lines, though long, are a far cry from the weekend mess this Memorial Day weekend.
Don't go on a holiday. Don't come up for the 4th, because you will be it'll ruin your whole trip. And you'll get a lot of angry people because they don't understand the system.
The hard part is the people that don't know the system.
Tim avoided the peak, too. He's boarding this ship to head up to Lopez, but he and his pup Birdie have the option. Many who were stuck on the islands this weekend were on vacation, and escaping was nearly impossible. Some, like Rihanna Bowe, spent 12 hours staying overnight in the parking lot trying to get back to the mainland.
Kind of became a little bit more of a madhouse the further it went into the night. I've heard problems with the ferries. I just didn't think it would be so bad that we would be stuck overnight.
Attention passengers, we're continuing to board our late running 1035 sailing down.
Staffing issues have been a problem for more than a year. Back in early 2022, we told you about programs working to solve a shortage of ferry system workers.
Is entirely based on crewing. We don't have enough people to run the boats.
That was a spokesperson back then. Today, they said they don't even have enough staff to talk on camera either, but wrote via email that the ferry system has a 95% reliability rate, adding, quote, "This is significantly better than other forms of mass transit." The slowdowns in San Juan tied to both a shortage of workers and a mechanical failure.
Well, with the lack of crew, yeah, there's been more interruptions, I guess, in service.
But you get caught when there's a breakdown. That's almost worse because you don't know when it's going to come back.
I had a chance to talk to a woman who actually is part of the town council in Friday Harbor. She says it's great for the tourists that can just walk on and off and get public transit there, but the rest of the islands, that's really not an option. She said beyond tourists, this is a problem for people that live, work, and play on the islands. It's food deliveries. It's getting to important doctor's appointments on the mainland. This is a problem they've been seeing for some time, and they're not seeing short-term solutions. They're only seeing long-term fixes that, frankly, aren't here yet. In Anacortes, Matthew Smith, Fox 13 News.